Hello and welcome. I am Rachel Hill, the CEO of Travel Logic Global, and we assist tourism bureaus, government entities, and other travel brands and organizations increase their tourism revenue and increase their bottom line and their brand awareness utilizing digital marketing, social media, and communication strategies. In this video, we are going to share with you a case study with a company that we worked with called Up in the Air Life. Now, Up in the Air Life is a luxury boutique travel agency that primarily focuses on Black American luxury travel. And I'm super excited to share this case study with you because this is a little bit different from some of the other case studies that you may have seen, as this one is more of a technical implementation, but the CEO of the company, I actually love tech. I have a tech background. I come from tech. I come from data and analytics. So implementing this project and working on this project was so much fun. And I'm super excited to share with you how we were able to create an automated marketing and sales process for this travel agency and how we were able to increase their revenue. So let's go ahead and get into it. I will share my screen. Okay, let me minimize myself here. And let's go ahead and get started. So we have Up in the Air Life. So before we actually get into the presentation, this is how it looks when you would hop onto the site. Okay, so this is Up in the Air Live site. You can see this really engaging copy. Relaxing shouldn't be more work than stacking your coins, right? So we have it to where there is this journey that you take on the website where you have the opportunity. First, you see this Black man, this good looking Black man lounging on a boat, drinking wine. Who knows where in the world he is, but you see him full of joy. And then you see the option at the top here to pick a destination. There's some more copy. And then we have what this looks like. So at the top, you can see some of the aspects that were added, like the trip capacity. So how many seats were filled. A huge part of this is to create what we call FOMO, right? People hate missing out. They hate not being a part of something that is so exclusive. So by adding the trip capacity plugin, we were able to create a sense of urgency. And then you also see, obviously copy here and information. Now, if you were to click any of these links, it would take you to a sign-up form for an automated webinar. These are just some more links. And then from the automated webinar, you sign up, you watch this the virtual brochure, if you will, and then you have the option to pay after that. I actually am not showing it on this presentation because I want you to show Up in the Air Life some love. Go over to their website and you sign up for one of the destinations so you can see how it works and how it's implemented. And so perhaps that is an idea that you can utilize in your organization as well. So I'm doing this to encourage you to go over there and have a very tactile experience. So let's get into the summary and the primary goal of this project. So Up in the Air Life, short, we call it UITAL, is a luxury boutique travel agency, and they wanted to create a launch strategy and an automated sales and marketing process, right? So now that the world is a little bit open during the pandemic, they wanted to create a huge launch strategy to get people excited about traveling again, signing up for trips, putting deposits down for trips, but also from the CEO's perspective, not having to be there to answer all the questions about each of the trip offerings or share a lot of redundant information. So we came on to help synthesize all of these challenges and develop a technical automated backend process where people can sign up, they can get all the information that they need, and then move through their customer journey and purchase or put a deposit down for a seat on this particular trip in this case. So our goal was to create a launch strategy to reach $500,000 in revenue goals. But I'm actually telling the story. I'm telling the answers before we get there, but we actually resulted in over 800,000 in the launch, exceeding our initial goal. So keep watching to see how we were able to do this. So again, the primary goal of this project was for Up in the Air Life to create an automated sales and marketing process to obviously increase sales, to elevate the brand on social media, and of course, what's more important, to buy the CEO back her time and back her energy and allow her team to implement these things and also allow customers to create their own journey, right? Like kind of, I like to think of those pick your own adventure books that I used to read growing up, right? So this was the primary goal of working with Up in the Air Life. So let's talk a little bit about some of the project KPIs. So again, our initial goal was to launch and make over $500,000 in sales revenue for our initial launch campaign. Know what was going on there. Okay, here we go. And we also wanted to increase our email list subscribers at least by 1,500 new people. A lot of the sales that we generated were from previous customers. So there is a great retention rate that Up in the Air Life has for retaining their old customers. But we also wanted to make sure that we were increasing our email list and adding in at least 1,500 new customers through our email list. And the CEO, Claire, also wanted us to create a customized framework. So in a launch framework and a strategy plan and roadmap that her team could actually take and utilize over and over again, and or edit it to mirror future campaigns. And of course, to implement the engagement on the site, utilizing these simulated live webinars or live events or live conversations about these destinations for increased inbound sales. So a lot of the sales that the agency was getting isn't a travel agent reaching out to their old customers or potential clients, but more so an inbound process where we are able to take our email list, create some excitement and urgency, and encourage people to sign up for these simulated live events. So let's talk about the role that Travel Logic Global played on this project. So initially we started with project management, right? So we had to create the roadmap and the framework, and then also build out the management of how long the project would take, the entire scope of it. Of course, we need to create the launch strategy itself. So what pieces do we need in order to create this amazing launch strategy? Who on the team would be responsible for different parts? Who are some of the other stakeholders here? We also needed to, again, build out some project plans and some roadmaps. Because there are a lot of technical pieces that were happening within this project, we had to assign certain technical pieces to people on the team to build out project plans specifically for those technical pieces. So Up in the Air Lives team could have it moving forward. And of course, we were responsible for the onboarding of the team so they could understand what the goal of the project was, who would be responsible, doing the kickoff meeting, setting those sorts of expectations, and then supporting the team throughout the implementation of this project. Again, onboarding on the framework and understanding the scope. We also did the actual implementation of the automated marketing technology, utilizing some software that we recommend and some software that is easy to integrate across the other software and technology that the company, our client Up in the Air Life, was already utilizing. And then of course, tech support, right? Because it's technology, as amazing as it is, and as much as we love it, is still technology, right? There's a lot of support that is needed. We also developed the email marketing strategy and helped the Up in the Air Live team implement the email marketing strategy with the right triggers, with the right sequences, all of those things. We also added in a SMS or text message marketing strategy, which did phenomenal as well. And then, of course, we helped with the social media strategy as well. So what were our end results? So again, I told what the answers were at the beginning, but we actually generated over 800,000 in revenue, which is over 300K more than what our initial KPIs and goals were. So again, we ended up surpassing our initial goal, and today the website continues to increase its revenue utilizing these automated webinars, right? Or these simulated live events. And at the same time, the CEO, Claire, is able to continue to get her time back, build other relationships with other travel vendors. And also with the increase in revenue, she was able to also add more people to the team to help scale even more. And so I kind of talked about this a little bit, but of course, now this is more of an inbound marketing strategy versus an outbound marketing strategy. So there isn't a team of people that are doing cold calls or throwing out emails or posting arbitrary social media content, but there's actually a system in place where when people come to the website, they can actually decide what they want to do, what journey they want to take, and get more information from there and have a very easy, streamlined journey from interest all the way to customer. So thank you so much for watching our case study. If you would like to connect with us, we would love to hear from you. You can go to travellogicglobal.com to find out more about our services. You can also connect with us on YouTube and on LinkedIn at Travel Logic Global. Thank you.